come out here, I pray a lot, and just sometimes have to hit the reset button, because sometimes, just even thinking about it can be overwhelming.
He has taken a tragedy in his life and turned it into something positive.
God love endures all, especially all pain. Well, that story dates back 11 years now. My mom and my 4 siblings died on Marshall Street, a couple of trailers behind us now, at the hands of my mom's husband due to domestic violence. Basically received the worst news you could ever think of in your life, that your mom's gone and 4 of your siblings were gone. And I could never imagine that in life happening to anyone, better yet me. The whole situation just kind of changed, my life and my perspective on life forever. Everything just kind of came to a halt on September 30th. I'm on this street for like the second time in my life after that happened, and it's a lot to think about, just being in North Charleston. But one thing that drove me back here was family, and also the fact that I felt like I was indebted to my community. When that happened, the mayor opened up his arms and opened up his resources. The community just embraced me and they embraced my family, and I never forgot that. As far as Matt is concerned, the whole concept, when this happened to my family, I still didn't understand or grasp the fact that it was domestic violence. It wasn't until, I went on this journey that I started paying attention to this thing happening more and happening more and more and more, where women were losing their lives to their husbands or their boyfriends. And, once I started really paying attention to it, I kind of saw women always at the forefront, just, marching or, trying to make change. And I'm like, well, to me, they're not the issue. Us as men, we're the issue. We have to take responsibility. So, I just felt like it was time for a different perspective, and not only men taking responsibility, but being in a proactive way. Not simply, just talking to men, but actually planting the seeds in little boys and little girls to show them what a healthy relationship looks like. So we had to basically teach them that the same behaviors that you see in bullying is the same behaviors you see in dating and domestic violence. It's all about power and control. So we found a way to engage younger kids in that same conversation. And basically, as we educate them in their levels of elementary, middle school, and high school, we will catch them along the way. So we go from bullying, we start talking about dating and domestic violence as they get older, and we give them those tools that they need and correct those behaviors at a young age. Because if you constantly have somebody telling you, these are the unhealthy things to look for, then when they get to college, they have the tools that they need. The reason why I'm still passionate about it, about being a fireman, is, it's what I wanted to do. And I tell people that's the difference between the things that I do in life and the things I do to serve other people. The fire department is something I do for myself. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. And Matt is something that, obviously was in my path in life that was put on me to do. I was trying to think, well, what career-wise do I want to do and serve my community at the same time? What better than serving in the fire department? Just riding through the city is full of life and full of memories for me, because I lived here, and I can pinpoint every section of our life depending on what part of the city we're in or where I lived at the time. That's just been my driving force in life, is just to keep myself humble and never forget, where I came from. One day I went to went to church, and that sermon that day was about asking the right questions, not asking why, and asking for guidance. And I started asking for guidance, and basically held an event in honor of my mom and my family. And the mayor in the city was very supportive. And from there, it turned into this mission and this organization, and turned into what it is today. Just that simple going to church, telling the mayor and the police department my vision that I wanted to do, and them being supportive turned into this. For me, it was either they die in vain or making a legacy for them. And right now, that's what I feel like I'm doing, and that's what I want to do. Is I want them to be remembered, not for the tragedy, but from what came out of it.